Hi, welcome to my backyard workshop. We're going to make a beer and baby float using bike parts and pool noodles. Take 6 spokes and thread them through 6 holes in a brake pad or 6 holes that you drill in a large bicycle gear. Bend the threaded tips and stick them through 6 holes in the bicycle rim. I had to use an odd configuration because my bicycle rim had 24 holes in it and the brake pad had 15 holes on the outside, 15 on the inside, so I used 3 inner holes and 3 outer holes on the brake pad, and it worked out. This forms a basket that you can use to either put food that you want to keep cool or a toddler. To cushion the seat, you will take an old mouse pad, mark it about 1/2 inch bigger than the brake pad, mark also where the spokes go in, and cut it. Also make slits where the spokes go so you can just fit it into the bottom of the basket, and that will cushion the baby's bottom. Take pool noodles and cut one side open. You could also use pipe insulation, which is already cut. Just fit that around the outer edge of the bicycle rim. You will have to extend it with another piece of pool noodle. Glue them together with contact cement. Cut 6 more pieces of pool noodles to cover the bicycle spokes. Make them tapered at the bottom so they sit on the seat. If you want to make a handle, you will need another bicycle rim cut in half and then coat the cut edges with sugru to make them safe. Cut a notch on the outside of the pool noodle where the handle will go. For the beer flotation feature, you will attach broom hooks to the outside of the bicycle rim. Poke a spoke through from the inside, make a little incision, then attach it with a 2 1/4 inch screw and a 1 inch spacer, securing it from the inside with nuts. You will want to glue back together where you slice the pool noodle to cover the spokes. Make a second pool noodle circle to put inside the outer circle. This will add buoyancy to your float. Wherever there is a spoke, make an incision on the bottom of that second circle. Press the foam firmly into the spokes. Turn the float upside down and glue the incisions back together. This will keep the foam from popping out accidentally. Attach the handle to the outer side of the bicycle rim, and you now have a functional baby and beer float. Once you are done using this float for your baby or your picnic, you can use it as a floating garden. Attach solar lights into the broom hooks and put a planter in the center and float it in your pond. The baby float wouldn't be complete without a shade. I used a lumbar support that I got at a dollar store, cut all the straps from it, and simply used another piece of pool noodle to secure it to the handle of the float. For extra padding, it's not shown right here, you'll see it later, I added a couple pieces of pool noodle to the bicycle rim on the lower part of the handle so your toddler doesn't hurt himself when he hits the bicycle rim. The mesh on the lumbar support isn't quite shady enough, so I used a scrap of fabric from an IKEA curtain panel, covered the lumbar support, and that provides a lot more shade. Glue the fabric onto the lumbar support with contact cement. Let it dry a good 15 minutes and then trim off the edges. This beer and baby float wouldn't be complete without an Instructables robot patch. I glued mine onto the shade with contact cement. And last of all, if you're going to have beer, you're going to need a bottle opener. Get something that the baby can play with, and you've got a multi-purpose beer and baby float. All you have to do now is snap some beer or soda into the hooks, put your baby or a pile of food into the basket, and have yourself a great summer day.